There's no doubt that the real estate market in the Lower Mainland is changing. And like many people, you might be just so stuck and unsure of what to do. Are prices going to go up? Are prices going to go down? Are they going to stay flat? What's going to happen with mortgage rates? There's so much stuff going on in the world right now. What should you do? What should I do? This video today is all about making you feel comfortable about whatever you decide to do, because there's a very easy solution to figure out, is it a good time to sell? Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to do both? And also, for those of you fence sitters out there, I'm going to let you know exactly what you should do if you are unsure and thinking about getting into the real estate game. If that all sounds like a video that you're interested in, then continue watching because we're about to get started. What's good, everybody? It's Darin Germyn from the Germyn Group, where we know you've only got one chance to either buy or sell your next home. So we're here to help you get it right. Be sure to absolutely crush that subscribe button, because not only does it help our channel grow and allow us to continue to make awesome content for people just like you, but it also makes sure that you don't miss any of our incredible videos coming out on a regular basis to help you stay on top of anything real estate related in the Surrey BC and surrounding areas market. Does that make sense what I just said? I think so. Okay, so you saw the intro to the video. You know exactly what we're getting into here. And it is a question that I, as a real estate professional, am completely plagued by, with everybody wanting to know what should they do. And to be honest, a lot of people are very fearful as well. I've got bad news for anybody watching, likely living in a basement suite or currently renting, and are the type of people that have been hoping, praying, and wishing that the market is going to crash. This video is not for you, because you're not going to hear what you want to hear, and you're going to find that information elsewhere because you're going to go looking for it, and that's what you'll believe. But I don't believe the market is going to crash. I don't think you're going to see significant price changes, but this video is also about what happens even if we do, and what should you do. So if you're looking for a market crash video, go check out someone else's YouTube, because this ain't the one. I have been bombarded lately by reports from varying economists on what they think is going to happen with the Canadian real estate market and how things are going to play out. And I'll tell you, the majority of things that I read, a high number of the majority of things I read, are going to suggest that there's going to be a year-over-year price increase in properties in the Lower Mainland of British Columbia. In fact, REUPLOADED is raising its forecast for home prices this year despite signs of a slowdown in some major housing markets across the country. The real estate brokerage now expects the aggregate price of a home in Canada to rise 15% year over year in 2022, led by the country's two hottest markets. In December, REUPLOADED only forecast a gain of 10.5% this year. That's right, places could be even more expensive by the end of this year. But you know what? Who knows what is going to really happen? You know, economists are trying to make educated guesses, but kind of like the weatherman, they're sometimes wrong. So what do we do with that information? Sell real estate is to sell high. That's pretty easy advice. For any of you watching this video that already own a home, you don't have to worry about any of that. And here's the reason why. This is exactly what we tell clients of ours all the time when they are buying a home and they need to sell their current home to make that purchase happen. It absolutely doesn't matter what happens to the market. It absolutely doesn't matter what happens to the market. The market tends to act like the tide. And if you can imagine going to the beach and watching a marina full of boats for the entire day, you are going to see the tide go up and bring all the boats up with it. And you could see the tide go down and bring all the boats down with it. The market is very much like the tide. When the market is busy and in seller's market conditions, it tends to bring prices up of all types of homes. And if the market starts to slow and becomes more of a buyer's condition type market, it starts to bring the prices maybe down a little bit for all types of homes. Nothing is immune to these changes. Here's the great news: when you need to sell or decide to sell and you also are going to be buying, you're going to be doing it in the same marketplace. If the price of the home you want to buy has gone up, probably so is the price of the place that you own. And if the place that you want to buy is going to be cheaper tomorrow, well, so is the place you're going to sell likely. Buying and selling in the same market is like watching that tide go up and down. Everything is affected, and they're typically affected equally. Just to throw some numbers at you guys, because for those of you that watch regularly, you know that I love throwing numbers at you. Here is what the market has done over the last year for 3 different types of properties in the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board. Detached homes are up 39.5% year over year. Townhomes are up 41.9% year over year, and condominiums are up 38.2% year over year. All different types of product are within 4% of each other. That means if you were selling your condominium to go buy a townhome, your condominium experienced price gains, and so did that townhome. So it's really not that big of a deal whether the market was going up or if the market was going down. Let's put those numbers into reverse. Imagine the detached home market dropped by 39.5%, but the condo market, following similar logic, went down 41.9%, and the condominium went down a whopping 38.2%. Now, obviously, these are not numbers that anybody would love to see, but I want you to think about this for a moment. Imagine that you lost an incredible amount of money on your property, wherever you're living. Take a look around, and what if you're in a house or a condo or a townhouse, really just think about the type of property you live in. Let's say the value of that home got cut in half. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you like the idea of living in a mansion by the beach? I do. If you're watching this from a Cloverdale condominium and you find your value getting cut in half tomorrow from, let's say, a $600,000 condominium all the way down to $300,000. Here's the great news, everybody. That 1-acre property on White Rock Beach with a brand new house on it, I don't even know if this exists, to be honest, but a 1-acre property that's brand new on White Rock Beach that used to be worth $4 million is now only worth maybe $1 million. It just got a hell of a lot more affordable for you to find an incredible property as an upgrade from what you're currently in. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Now, of course, all of these numbers are fictitious, and to see a drop of the property values to a substantial amount like that, I think we could say is probably pretty rare because it's never happened. At least not in Canada, and at least not in the Lower Mainland. Sorry to all you people out there who are grunting at this video, hoping I'm telling you that the market is going to crash. Again, not the video for you. Markets move in tandem, and if you own a property and want to sell that property to buy a new one, it really doesn't matter what happens to the prices in the next little bit. The thing you want to be more concerned about than anything, if you are looking at selling your home to buy a new one in the next short while, is what is happening with mortgage rates. Mortgage rates. The mortgage rates going up is going to have an incredible impact on mostly your wallet. Every time the rates change and it gets a little more expensive to own a home based on what your mortgage is, that means if you're buying a property, you can afford a little bit less every time those rates go up, and you're also spending more money to borrow the same amount of money. It's not a win-win for a lot of people. So if you have questions about kind of what mortgage rates and effects they're going to have, make sure you check out the video up here, because it's all about exactly how mortgage rates and the changes in them can impact what's going on in the marketplace, and more so your affordability. If there's one thing I want you all to take away from this video, is there are no winners and there are no losers when you're in the market. The only losers out there are the ones that aren't playing the game, the ones sitting on the sidelines waiting for that inevitable market crash, which has never happened. If you think your market timing is so good, you should have bought a home 2 years ago before the prices went absolutely crazy. So I wouldn't rely too much on your intuition that if you think the market's going to crash, you probably aren't going to be right either. The takeaway is, for everyone watching this video, don't mistake a moderating market for a market crash. The market was incredibly unhealthy, and it's just progressing into a more healthy state where buyers are going to have more choice. The way your home looks is important, and the way that you price your home is important as well. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please leave some comments below. Let me know what you think is going to happen, what you think of this video, and anything else about real estate that I can help you with. And while you're searching around down there and leaving your comments, be sure to download one of two or both of our free PDFs for both home buyers and home sellers. For home sellers, research to the nines. It's 4 things you can do in a weekend to increase your home's value by up to 5%. And for you home buyers out there, there is 6 things that first-time home buyers screw up every time and how to avoid them. Don't screw things up when you buy real estate, folks. Again, I'm Darin Germyn with the Germyn Group, where we know you've only got one chance to either buy or sell your next home. So we're here to help you get it right. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
I almost forgot my own slogan. If you can hear my family outside of the door, I apologize because they're being very loud.